we go. Welcome back to another The Morning Skate Show with the only host today, Coach Frenchy, back in the booth. We are right now the Hall of Fame in Toronto. Is the game of the evening between Toronto and Calgary. Is going to be all about the Hall of Famer of the class 2021. So it'll be interesting to see that. But look, Michael DeVillano is in Arizona to do a scouting for the Everett Silver Tip. So we're going to missing again Michael DeVillano. We wish him an amazing, great Friday. But the most important thing is you are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. Happy Friday, happy weekend. How do you feel after a victory from the Montreal Canadiens last night? I cannot believe it. I'm so excited. I just feel great. I feel like I win the Stanley Cup. So we are back today for another 60 minutes. We're going to go through this fun thing. It's Friday. It's a Friday mellow. We just have fun here together, and hopefully you're going to any question you want to ask about this. Not many news around the NHL this morning, but we're going to talk about the 11 game happening last night. A couple of great news, great milestone for different players, and we're going to talk about this, and of course we're going to talk about Montreal Canadiens. And I'm going to bring you guys behind the scenes today. What are you talking about? I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not better to anybody here. You have knowledge about hockey like I am. I'm not like over anybody here. We're all in the same, same place. We talk that. But what I'm going to do today, I'm going to bring you where I'm getting all my information. How I search all day long, and I'm getting notification, everything like that. So I'm going to bring you a little bit a website, about the draft prospect 2022. About the players from the top prospect for the Montreal Canadiens, how I get those information every day. And then I'm going to give you what I'm getting a stat, and that is it. And they are all accessed at some level for everybody. So maybe enjoy to have those kind of the website you can get during the day. Of course, I'm a member of other website where I get more information, but I want to share with you a little bit what I do every single day. To be sure, you understand what is all about the Hockey National Show. So before we start, of course, we have to welcome everybody. Why not welcome from Westmont, Montreal, the morning, the afternoon, the evening, anytime. He show up, he's at the door, knocked the door, and he opened the door. He said, I'm here, Canadian Giant. From Vegas Golden Knight, the insider of the Golden Knight, always here. We call him the teacher. Sometimes we call him the swimmer. But we always call him Adam Berger. The number one fan on the Montreal Canadiens. He loved the NFL. He loved other sport, but he loved also the hockey. Of course, we talk about Mr. Roger Delaney. From Finland, the insider of all this going on in Finland, bring us all the inside of what's going on. Of course, we're talking about the Moy or the Moro. Welcome back, Jamal the Cannon. And we have also Ale Montreal, happy Friday. And possible directly from Barrie. Welcome back. The runner. We're going to call him the runner. The key run. Why not to call him the runner? Welcome back, Andrew Key-Run in the house. And if I forget you, I apologize. Look like that's what we have as a crowd this morning. I don't know. Look like people boycott me this morning. So, coaches, we're not going to show up this morning. No, I'm just kidding. It's okay. We have the quality of the people. That's the most important things. And that's all it's about. So we're going to talk about this, we think, but at the beginning, talking about Finland. We're not talking about the Wizard, the Monster number one, Mr. Willie O in the house this morning. I like it, the runner. Here we go, K-Run. I have a 5K, but I have a key run in the show. That's how fun. Adam said that PK by Vegas last night, it was unbelievable. A 5-3. A 5-3, guys. The Minnesota cannot take advantage of that. It was the turnover of the game late last night. Of course, I watched the game. I disappear here. I work here. And then after that, I'm watching the game at the same time. So Minnesota came back with 2 goals after they was trailed by 3. But he cannot put the puck in. And then at 6-5, Vegas did very well to controlling the puck and no chance for that puck. So great performance. Of course, the Vegas Golden Knight without a couple of pieces of the puzzle. They find a way to win. And you know what? The rookie, right? They have 2 different players scored the first goal in NHL yesterday. What about Laurent Brossoit? Laurent Brossoit. Unbelievable yesterday against the Minnesota Wild, where they are, they go to lose a couple of games in Minnesota, but it's going to be really interesting what they're going to do. They have a big weekend in front of them, so but not good enough yesterday to get that 1 point against Vegas. Vegas played well until the 60 minutes, so congratulations for the Vegas Golden Knight to get that W over there. Under and the Toronto Flame game. Welcome back, Gator. Rock Team T in the house. Most nice, yes. After I did not see the replay, honestly, but I have 50 stitches after he got cut. Another player was going to be out. It's just coincidence, but again, Marchessault stepped up yesterday. Laurent Brossoit and Predangelo, guys, unbelievable defense. I think not because he's underrated, but we don't give enough credit to Pietrangelo, because sometimes we only looking for the defenseman at the point, right? Or have a goal. And every time that, but Pietrangelo overall, he's played almost 30 minutes per game, and he one of the top best defensemen in NHL. And he make a big difference over there. And on the flip side, and Vegas, Sean Theodore, he struggled this year. I don't know what's going on with him, but he struggled overall. But again, Pietrangelo does an amazing, great job with it. A little bit what Roman Ozzy does with Nashville. What about Nashville? OMG. Again, find a way to win yesterday. Again, the St. Louis Blues and OT. What about the performance of Michael Granlund again yesterday for the Nashville? What about Matt Duchene? Second goal on OT the last 7 days. And that team is on fire like the Los Angeles Kings now, 7 straight games. So you have a lot of surprise guys in NHL. What about Anaheim? What about the score Anaheim, Seattle Kraken yesterday? Thought with both teams don't score a lot of goals. And then yesterday, like bing, bang, boom, 12 goals, I believe. The final score was 7-5, something like that. And what about Troy Terry? 13 straight game with 1 point. And what about Edmonton? Again, Connor McDavid now have 12 points in the beginning of the year, back-to-back straight game. It just, this is a great hockey season. And what about Montreal beat the Calgary Flames yesterday? And the Florida Panthers dropped a point against the Pittsburgh, where they could win that game many times with a power play. Does not work. And now Panthers, 3 games with they are going down now. So a lot of questions going on in Panthers. And, they're going to play against the Tampa Bay this weekend. So all that's fine, questionable. We have to talk about this morning, everything like that. So we'll be interested about that. He is back in the house. I'm fantastic, Buddy Monkey. I'm great. Hopefully he's doing well. Grantland, 4 assists. He's proven to be underrated. Great year, great signature, $5 million. I agree with you. The worst team in the league is Vancouver, Adam. We're going to talk about this today, the next couple of minutes. We're going to give you a couple of things, what I think could happen the next couple of 7-10 days. He has 13 assists in the season already, I believe. He have an amazing, great year so far, I believe. And the Panthers at Tampa on Saturday at 4 and 4L in the row. It's an equipe right now. They have to find a way to produce on power play. And, it will be interesting. Maybe that game against Tampa that will, prepare them better and to make sure they show up at the right time will be interesting. See that the restaurant won't be too long. It's slip. I agree with you about that one. I think at the end of the day, guys, they have a great team over there. And, as the fans always said, don't go too high, but don't go too low. Stay in the middle, enjoy when they win, and, it's okay when they lose, but don't go dramatic from all the way too high to win the Stanley Cup and then fire everybody at the end of the day. So we have to be careful about this. Good morning, of course, Canadian Giant. Is it unbelievable that the Penguins, even with the star of the lineup, considered over the night after night? Here's what it's funny you bring this to me. You bring this morning, Adam. I do some work. I write a lot of stuff. And then I was said, why they win? What's the reason they win? Mike Sullivan is not there. People will say it's because the coach, Mike Sullivan. He's not there. Right now, he's the assistant coach, Doug Reader. He's a coach for there, the ex-Capital, Washington Capitals, coach the team right now. So why? Why they go? It's the culture. Exactly what's going on with the Steelers and the football. They does the same thing in Pittsburgh. The culture of what they built for years from 1980s. They consist to produce the same way year after year. Of course, it's not always perfect, right? It's going to be a little bit roller coaster. But the culture they bring, the work ethic, the loyalty, the integrity, the consistency, the dedication for the community, for their families, for their players, for their staff, and what they bring on the table, it's like everybody are all in from the top to the bottom or from the bottom to the top. Whatever who you do, what you do, you roll inside that team. The Zamboni driver, the cleanup of the room, the team management, the equipment management, everybody in that organization, guy, they're all in, they all buy in, and they help each other. And that's make me believe that organization is special at the end of the day. It's not matter who is not there. It's a matter we show up every single day, every single game. And that's what, for me, that's the reason they consist at least to perform. It's not perfect, right? But to consist to play at the level they play, we have to give credit at some point for the Pittsburgh Penguins. So I agree with you, Adam, about that one. Why not welcome Mr. John Griga, Boston Bruins. I went very low on the Cats. Cannot go any lower, hopefully. Headers, I understand. But again, it will happen maybe 3-4 times during the year. You're going to have a slump of 3 to 4 game, 5 game, 1 point there, 2 point there, everything like that. Then they're going to be back on the straight 4-5, then maybe two loss, everything like that. That's a part of what does a good team usually. So don't be worried about that one over there. It's just normal. Injury around the team at some point. But again, they have to work on certain things. I think they have a couple of things they don't do well right now. The power play. The power play is the biggest problem with there. They have no reason they cannot win this game at 4-3 yesterday. The fancy play. The passing the puck too much. And they try to do too fancy sometimes. And that's a learning process for them. But don't worry. Maybe not a parade this year, but a good ride for the season. Alexis Dubik in the house. Dedication, exactly about that. Pittsburgh is an historic sport town. Exactly, right? I agree with you. That is cover of my NFL team, Andrew K. Run. Awesome. Congratulations about that. Edmonton need a good analytic team. I don't know, Alexia, about that. Honestly, I understand the team, but I don't know who works there, what he does, the analytic, everything like that. Honestly, but something maybe. Yes, coach. Slump happened to every team. It's really absolutely right about that. And the key behind this, a slump, guys, it cannot be extend like 5, 6, 7, 8 games, because after that it's hard to come back. So if you can minimize everything like 5-game example, and then you get, you lost in shootout and OT, it's not too bad. But you cannot, like a big slump, like Montreal get like eight losses or something like that. So that would be, UB has been outful, unfortunately, but that's happening. During a slump, a couple of players stop to produce point, everything like that. But, at the end of the day, if you think about this, if Lundell, the puck go in, maybe they win after that. Lundell go the puck between. So it's happened sometimes. You're unlucky. Everything like that, the face-off at the blue line. Back up, put the puck in after that. So all the different things, sometimes it's happening at the end of the day. And also, we got not doing well, ADM. That's a great point about that one. I was said, Wegal McKenzie is for me, he's always going to be a second pair of defenseman. He's not the first one over there. And he did well last year. We have to give credit. But I think he is, he's not the first one over there. But it will be interesting to see. Ubi has started to win, not too bad, need more goal. Again, right? They have a lot of points there. They did well. But again, we focus on the last, Everybody's going to have a slump. As the players, again, a slump for the player, you cannot go with 6, 7, 9 game with no goal, everything like that. So you have to be careful about this. But it's temporary. What she's like. But you have to be sure they do well overall about this, a couple of games. That outside was crushing on a 3-2 Markle goal. Yes, exactly. But it's not everything. He had just played well. He did not well at the start. Here we go. So that's what we are at that moment with it. Like you said, my background is all about the Hall of Fame this week, the class of the 2020, honestly, because it's the year prior about that one over there. I watched the game. I liked a many chance on Pittsburgh to score. Popovsky make a big save a couple of times, of course. As a team, Panthers lose the puck too much in neutral zone. It's a team problem on most. Yeah, possible. Like I said, I think so for me, sometimes they pass the puck too much. They should shoot the puck more. And that will be interesting to follow about that. But talking about happening about this, is it storming and Miami coach? No, but it was cloudy. So I went to the gym this morning and it was cloudy, a little bit raining. But it looked like not rain anymore, but it's going to be a cloudy day, to be honest with you today. And what about him? Unbelievable story. First game in NHL. 26 years old. Shutout with the Washington Capitals. Draft by the Montreal Canadiens. I think it was 18th overall pick. And 2012 NHL draft the year with McDavid, Jonathan Drouin, and then you got Barkov, and then you have also Zed Jones, and then Montreal Canadiens select him, and he was the first goaltender select in that draft. After that, it was Jerry from the Pittsburgh. Never have a chance, to go to the NHL. He struggled a lot. He was one of the best goaltender, Team Canada. He went with the Halifax Most Ed. And you have a great, great career junior at young age. He could not carry on this in NHL. He went to AHL. That number dropped him at the East Coast Hockey League. That's the second level hockey. He still keep perseverance and never give up, consist to believe you have a chance at some point. And finally, the Washington Capitals gave him a chance yesterday. And finally, he got a shutout of a 2-0 against the Detroit Red Wings. Whatever happening, whatever he played, only one game in NHL. The fact he did it, right? Any one of us can do that. So we have to give credit. So many did it at their first game and never make a great career after that, right? Like, Gary Sparks is another one over there. We'll see what he would play again this weekend, maybe Sunday. They play again tonight, by the way, so I'm sure there would be the under goaltender. But again, great story to Zach Fucal, or Fucal, depends what you call him. And great to see a young man, another French Canadian, find a way to, with perseverance, to make something special Well done. Congratulations for him, for his family. All the friends, family was at the game last night. And what about that? A shout out and a celebration on the room by his teammate. What a feeling. What a way to recognize his long ride to go from the bottom of the bottom with depression and mindset and want to not give up. And then he have a psychology coach a couple of years ago join him and reach him, and then he grow and more mature, and you know what I mean. And that's the story about athletes, guy. Yes, so many athletes never reached that level in NHL and never going to play American Hockey League. They play in the East Coast Hockey League and the SPHL, and they you know, I've been working for East Coast Hockey League. Those guys are $400 per week, guy. 400, 500, 600, and they stay in an apartment. That's not a great life, but they're still dreaming, they still believe, and maybe they would change. So, you know, we only watch the best of the best, but the youngest are behind them. So for me, it's a great story to mention, talk about this morning. So I just want to sharing with you about that one over there. I wish for Irby Barkov Duke line. Love the mask. Yeah, pretty cool mask. I know where you have take very out the first line. As a reglay, first line should be Irby Barkov. It's clear. It's awesome. Zach difficult play for the Barry Coles. Andrew K. Run. Hello, Michael Rosenblatt. Welcome back. So a great story about him, by the way. So just want to mention this about. Then I want to mention a couple of things around that. Let's move on to the next one over there. Leon Tresado. You know, it's funny because one night is Connor McDavid, the next night is number 29. And again, yesterday, 2 goals, 1 primary assist, 5 versus 5, X goal sharing, 72.0. Amazing. He scored share 5 versus 5, 53.3. He was on the ice 5 versus 5. Yeah, he was there for 3 goals and a goal again. So another great performance from him and for the Oilers. Find a way to win yesterday, 5-3 again the Boston Bruins. And how they are real? How do you believe they can win the Stanley Cup? What do you believe at them? I don't know yet. But again, Koskinen over there, and the continuous win out. They have a bad news. Mike Smith left, now back in Edmonton for more deeper, be possible aggravate his injury. Would be interesting to see the next couple of days. They're going to reevaluate him and possible for a couple of weeks now. So are they going to move for a goaltender? Are they going to bring some depth inside that team? Ken Allen now is an Hall of Famer, class 2020. He's going to answer those questions the next couple of weeks. But Evan Bouchard's doing well over there. So it's a great team. I really believe that team could create some damage for the next couple of months. And I'll be surprised that team make deeper in the playoff. In my eyes, they are a really solid team for sure about this. After that, we have I'm a fan of Dressel. Yeah, that's me too. I like really him. What about Jonathan Quick yesterday? Again, a Senator. Yesterday, save percentage 100. Another great shootout for him. The Los Angeles King, a 7th straight W yesterday, took advantage of what happening for Ottawa Senator. 9 players or 9 people for the Ottawa Senator on the COVID protocol 19. Another, it's sad to see that now they are 3-8-1 or 3-9-1. They struggle more and more, but what you can do, they start the game, guys, and after a few minutes, they lost Zab right away. Like 5 minutes, they lost Zab. So they have to have no Zab anymore. They have to bring some players from the Belleville, their affiliation team to set up the roster. That's, and they're hanging there. It was 0-0 for a long time before the Los Angeles scored 2 goals there. But again, we have to give credit for Jonathan Quick about that. And Ottawa, hopefully everything will be better. But this is not a great story. Again, we wish the best for everybody. Nobody can hurt, can be more sick. Michael Robinson in the house. Hidden Shingles. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like. That'd be awesome. If you can do that, that'd be great. Now, guys, I'm going to bring you three strength team, why they struggle. All right? And you're going to realize sometimes it's not easy. I understand Golden Knight, they're looking good. You know what I mean? Like they are, what, 8-6 possible. They played a bit for over 500. But look what they are doing, not great right now. All right? All the stat are for 60 minutes per game. Their defensive issue over there. All right? 5 versus 5. Shot again. They are the last position. And the shot again. The Vegas Golden Knight. All situations, so on power play, on PK, everything like that, they are 28 in NHL. So they gave a lot of the shot for the opponent team. The higher danger chance again. So we talk about the home plate in front of the net, where 73% of the goal are in front of the net. Montreal scored 4 goals yesterday around the net. If you watch my video post-game, I explained to you guys why Montreal is doing well for the last 4 games. I'm going to bring you those information next couple of minutes. They are the last, almost the last, 31 in NHL, the Vegas Golden Knight. That's a big problem over there. The expected goal again. They gave a lot of goal, guy. Again, expected goal again. Look, 32 in NHL. So they have to find a way, the coach, Peter Daubert, to find a way to improve those numbers. If not, you cannot handle a schedule of 82 games, a full season, and say, oh, we're going to be fine. You cannot. It's all that stat against you guys. So Vegas have to get better on those areas if they have to get a better way to finish and to make the playoff. They cannot improve this, and we don't talk right now about the power play problem they have. So to where they are right now with a little bit over 500, you have to give credit. You have to give them credit for what they are right now. But that gives you an idea what's going on. Whoa, Caden, that'd be awesome. Here, another team, the Dallas Star. After 12 game, guys, 12 game, 9-1 goal game, excluding the empty net. 9 game with 1 goal. What they looking for? What they are similar? The Montreal Canadiens. 6 game decide an overtime or shootout. That's the half of the game. 0 regulation win. How many, coach? 0. Lead for 13.6 of the game time, a second and the last. So, since the beginning of 12 game, 36 period, 36 multiplied by 20 is 720 minutes. 720 minutes. 720 minutes, guys. All right? They lead the score only 13.6%. 13%. So they lead only 70 minutes of the 700. They lead the score. Tied for the 47.8 of the game, tie second the most. And definitely 13 is 5 versus 5 goal and the 584 minutes for West. So that gives you the reason why the Dallas Star struggle. They cannot score. And that's a problem. And I believe they are in the trouble right now. And I think Jim Neal is a great GM. And I don't know if Rick Barnes can make the November month if that team don't do well for the next couple of games. I'll be interesting to see that. Finally, talking about, this was before the game yesterday, the Montreal Canadiens. All right? Visit Detroit. I apologize, it's red, but they played 2 games against Detroit, guys. They have 2 wins, 0 goal. They have 9 goals, and they gave only 1 goal against Detroit. 2 games. Now they play 12 games against anybody else in NHL. They have one win in 12 games. That's not included Calgary. All right? And they win 2 times Detroit. They score 19 goals and 12 games. That gave them not 2 goals per game. It's about 1.6, 1.7. And they score 4.5 goals against Detroit per game. And then they gave 47 goals. That's almost 4 goals per game. The good news, they play against Detroit tomorrow. So hopefully they can win again. But I just want to share with you that some problem what they have at that moment over there. Good morning, Rock, Reggie, everything. All right, sound good. I believe Dallas is oldest team in NHL. I believe is the Islanders, but it's one of the oldest also. But the Islanders, I believe they are the number 1 over there. Good morning, Michael. Good stat, coach. You're welcome. That's a pleasure to give you that. The late period bad ice affect the play and flow of the game. They have opportunities to score yesterday at the end of the game. They have to look in the mirror why they can't find a way. I think they passed the puck too much. They was trying to get too much. The Zuccarello to Kaprizov. They was passing too much on my eyes. I think they should shoot the puck more for Minnesota at some point about that one. There. Wow, with the stat, make it real clear, Michael. Yeah, that show a couple of things about this. I agree with you about this. I want to show you something. Is about another thing I do every day. So this is my another website when I'm getting all the stats of the prospect Montreal Canadiens every day. So I go there in the morning and I update this, and that gave me, okay, Rand Poland. Now, yesterday played one Montreal Canadien. He played 8 minutes. Riley Kidney, he's a second pick by the Montreal Canadiens 2021. He got 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 points. And I go all the way my list every day about that one over there, and who they play, who does not play. And it's all I follow the prospect and NHL. So on the Montreal Canadiens, I'm doing this with other team, everything like that. But that gave me a possibility to see what's going on. Shea Farrell, Steve Sharrell have an assist November 8th, play NCAA. He play again the Northwestern. The Northwestern have Jordan Harris as trouble. They play each other. And that gave me an idea how this works. Halival Capital play in the Finland U20 team. Yamo, yes. About that one, I have another article I'm going to write about this. I have something for you guys about that. So let's move on my website. I want to talk about this. But before that, I want to bring you here. It's not here allowed. I want to bring you here. It's not there again. I'm going to get there. Here we go. So this is the website I'm get every day from every morning, and I'm getting all the score and the statement, the standing in NHL, everything like that. But also that gave me also the daily leader. So I click on this, and that gave me yesterday. Michael Grenland have 4 assists yesterday. He has the most points. Matt Duchene, 2 goals, 1 assist, 3 points. Leon Draisaitl, 3 points. Troy Terry, 3 points. Mikko Rantanen, 3 points. They are the best of yesterday. And then I want to see the goalies. Now the goalies bring me down right here. And Mackenzie Blackwood, 1 shutout. Quick, 1 shutout. Zachary Fukel, 1 shutout. So give me all the performance of the goaltender yesterday and what they look like, everything like that. So it's a great website. You can look about this. It's hockeyreference.com, and that give you an idea how I do those information about that one there. And then watch the last 10 minutes in Vegas game. You will see the soft desk pass will bounce right over the stick. Gretland have 2 great assists. I will say to you something, Zrev 951. If the ice was bad, like you said, maybe you're right, but it was bad for both teams at the end of the day. It's like someone told me, yeah, but because the ref is both teams at the same time. It's like the puck was bouncing for both ways at the same time. That's my point for you about that. Minnesota did not show up, tried to come back to back. They tried, but not good enough to get that W. They have a lot of good chance, good opportunities, but great performance, Laurent Brossoit yesterday. And that's it. You know what I mean? Like, you can blame or make excuse in hockey, but it does not work. It's good for both ways. The ice was sharing for both. And obviously, Vegas score one goal more, and Minnesota didn't have to find the way to get there. I think if you review the game, you're going to see the power play at the end, or the 6 versus 5. They could not set up their their setup power play, or at the end where they moved the puck too much. They had no lane. You have to give credit for Vegas. The same, and the lane was really blocked for them to go through the puck over there at the end. And at the end of the day, they have about 2 minutes, 12 seconds, I believe, 5 versus 3. And how many shots on the net are 5 versus 3? Not many. Unfortunately, that's what the turnover of the game, it was right there. At that moment, I believe the game was 2-0 or 3-0. A goal there, that changed completely the momentum of the game. And possibly they can score 2 goals at 5 versus 3. But obviously it did not happen about that. So that's what happened for me. That's happened about that. So let's move on. What I want to give you more information about that. That's the one website. Now I want to give you this one over there. So this one, guys, is the NHL Draft 2022. So that gave me all the information of the players are going to be drafted next year, or possible to get drafted, like Logan Coley and Connor Kiki. You can go for Jack Hughes. That's another one. David Cherichek is another good one. Players over there. Brent Lambert over there. And I can go with Tristan Luneau, defenseman for all. And you can go with Evan Mirochenko. And they give me what they play. They give me the stats so far this year, every time that. And let's go from Simon Nemec. Is another great defenseman for Slovakia. So I click on him. That will bring me now on a page where they give me his information about him. 17 years old, is a 6'1", 192, and he gave me all the information about what he is. People put him on a 7, 2nd, 11, 15, 12, 4, 2, 4, 7, and then I'm going here, and I'm looking at his stat over there. Then I said, wait a minute, it's not over yet. No, that gave me also his information per game. So he played last game Sunday at November 7. He have 0 point. He have 1 shot. He played 23 minutes. So that gave me all his information about that. And now they gave me also his have a place I can downloading his comments, his report. I don't know where they are right now, but that gave us all the information I need to know for the prospect, everything like that. So it's another place where you can learn about that, about him. That they are skilled teamwork for thing, all the Jewish information you need to know about that. I'm sorry. You want a shirt for Christmas? Here we go. So that's how I create those stuff. You want to get the video, you can check on the click here. You check this video about this player. So that's what I know more about those kind of players. Another website, guy, is the same way. This one, like I showed to you. This is the same player I just mentioned to you, all right, for the draft 2022, and they play today. So today we have only the Sweden players. Zano Munson, a defenseman, very good. And then you get those kind of players right now here. Logan Coley, play when they have 0 point, play yesterday. So that's what I follow, all the prospect over there. Now, this is another website, guys. I follow a lot during the year. This is about the money puck, all right? And this one, you can see Montreal, they're looking good for the last couple of games. They have 41 shot, 38 shot, 38 shot, and yesterday, 38, 38. If you turn that, you can see their curve compared to the beginning of the year. They growing, they improve their stat. Every time like that, they're looking better game after game. So you can see they were right, guys. He does not score, but again, you have a chance. The goal against X goal, he have more opportunity. He cannot score yet, but that give you an idea. The X goal, they were right. 3.36 goal. Gallagher 2.75. Anderson. But we need those kind of players score. But unfortunately, they don't put the puck yet in the net. But those guys give us all information about the players. I don't know if I can go to, like I do a game right now. All right, let's get in a game. So yesterday is the game. and I will go to Montreal. The final score 4-2. That will give me the chance you can win the game, blah, blah, they simulate. That's the shot on the net you can check. That's the graphic for the opportunities return of that. And that's the stat at the end of the game. But what I like, guys, is just those information right now here. This gives you all the information you need to know for the Montreal Canadiens during the game. So the goal, assist, point, X goal, shot on the net, face-off winning, face-off loss, shot the block. And you can go all defensive. You start the shift on the offensive zone, on defensive zone, on neutral zone, and all the information you need to see on the course C, on Fenwich, everything like that. So at the end of the day, guys, that gives you an idea how I do all the search about the game, everything like that. That gave me all the, I get about other information I'm getting more and more about the data, analytics, everything like that. So when you want to go deeper, the number does not cheat. They're not said because the number, you need to improve your game all the time. But the number cannot cheat what you do on the ice. It is what it is, 5 versus 5, on even strength, on the power play, on PK, and where the puck coming from, where they have a rebound, you have no rebound, you block the shot. Like Pittsburgh, guys, you have 55 attempt shot. Pittsburgh, 55. Only 12 of them hit the net. 34 of them was blocked. 34 of them was blocked, and the rest was missing the net. That's the reason now they remove him for the PP, for the power play unit 1. So it's all kind of stuff like this. You have to look about that one over there sometime. Crappy starter and Talbot yesterday. About that. Yeah, I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I've never been a big fan of Cam Talbot. I don't know why, but that happened. Senators have a goalie problem. Philip Gruber have a very struggle year so far. Another signature. Pick Montreal top 6. What about Nemestikov, coach? About the Detroit you talk about? Or you talk about the draft 2022? I think it's Sasha Nemestikov. Can Troy Terry keep this form up? He's doing instantly well. He's one of the top best players in NHL right now. 13 straight game with 1 point, 19 points so far in NHL. This is coming from nowhere, Avelio. And that's the reason why Anaheim's doing well, guys, by the way. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, Andy Koivula. Welcome back, buddy. With all this over, how can you lose? At the end of the day, the numbers give you an idea, but it's all about how you stimulate everything like that. And for what I realized with all the number, guys, I could be wrong. Dvorak Anderson does not work together. Just remember what I just said to you. Dvorak Anderson does not work together. You will have to split one of the two over there. For me, they need to change that line over there because since the last 4 games, they are -9 and -7. And Anderson is -10 for the last 6 games. And I think they are not working great both together. And right now, Dvorak is -14, I believe, in NHL 4-13. I believe they should change. Lekonen Armia, guys, I understand. You have no choice right now, but they don't produce goal together. So I have something to do. What he did, Dominic Charm, for the last 3 games or 2 games, and it was mentioned by Roger Delaney, I believe he told me. Yesterday, for the first time, or for not many times, guys, he let play his best player, Nick Suzuki, play over 20 minutes. When you look at the other team, the Marner, the McDavid, the Tresarlo, the McKinnon, and the best of the best of each team, they let play over 20 minutes. And for the really rare time, they let play Suzuki 22 minutes yesterday. Congratulations, Dominic Trump. Now, me, I will changing Dvorak Anderson, and I will go to change Lekonen and Armia. I will have to change that one. Now, they are really difficult right now because what they are. But I really believe I will make a difference about that one over there. I believe Lehkonen will be helping more Anderson. And I think with Dvorak, he could go with Hoffman and with Armia at some point. I would try to split those 4 guys together at some point. That would be my recommendation. But again, I just leave in South Miami. They don't ask my they don't ask my opinion. Just kidding. But about that, yep. I close my eyes and flip coin one till looking at my tea leave. Yeah, I understand about that one there. McNabb have 20 minutes last night for Vegas. He struggled at the beginning of the year, but he's a one big asset for the Vegas if they want to perform, to be honest with you. Did you see the hit McNabb put on Danev the other night? Yes, I saw that one over there, a big hit over there for, again, Danev. That will be interesting now if Vegas can continue that way. It will be interesting now how's going happening, this weekend. We have a lot of great games this weekend in NHL. Montreal is going to be in Detroit Saturday and Boston Sunday. Back-to-back game for this. Toronto play tonight. We're going to do the game tonight, Toronto-Calgary. Again, it's for the Hall of Famer. We have about 5 games, I believe, tonight in NHL. And then yesterday, we have a couple of games. I want to just go quickly about that. What about the Nashville win in OT again, where Matt Duchene, second goal of the season, but the last 7 days, Duchene doing absolutely great with the Nashville Predators. Nashville Predators, unbelievable where they are. I never saw it coming from them. I've been honest with you, I put them out of the playoff. I never believed that team. And he does this right now without Forsberg. Forsberg is not there yet. Unbelievable. Anyone? Yes. No, not at all. Yeah, we have so many surprises yesterday. No. Vegas played Vancouver on Saturday. That's the only thing I want to talk about this. What about Colorado yesterday destroyed the Vancouver Canucks? Who was expect that? Not me. And I have a bad night yesterday. I'm 4-7, by the way. But, wow. 2 things right now. Rantanen back in the lineup. McCarr back in the lineup. Dustin Taze back in the lineup. Let's play with them. They find a way. I'm talking about 2 coaches right now. Possible they lose their job before the end of the November. One of them, I will not be surprised. The Vancouver Canucks. It's getting hot over there. The Dallas Star is getting hot over there. 2 teams. Dominic Trump? No. I don't see anything about Montreal Canadiens. What I'm going to predict you, Montreal Canadiens is going to change Marc Bergevin next year. He's not coming back. This is over. But Dallas and Vancouver, it could have a great, big sweep broom in Vancouver the next couple of weeks if this thing does not change. They have, talking about this last season, they give an opportunity, another chance for them. The owner stepped up, said, now we go with them, and it's all about relate to COVID-19, not this season. They make 17 change to make that team better. That's not work yet. So this you have to knock the door somewhere. You have to go behind the bench, unfortunately. So the Vancouver coach, the Dallas coach, 2 coach, what I will not be surprised. One of them is going to be fired the next 10 days to the end of the month. I don't predict both of them, but one of you, I will not be surprised about that one over there. Vegas should just play the Silver Knight against Vancouver. Go predict the score tonight. I'm going to be back at 5 o'clock about the predictions of the game tonight. And because we have another show at 5 o'clock. So today I tried to review all the game. What about Rantanen back in the lineup and produce point for the Colorado Avalanche? Great W for them. That will a little bit get breed without McKinnon for 3 weeks. Again, that team, guys, zip, no chance to win the Stanley Cup right now at that moment. Joe Sakic have to make a trade. Samuel Girard is going to be traded at some point about that one. I expect that trade is going to happening for them. They need forward. They need a left wing. And I believe they will look for kind of players at some point about that. So it'll be interesting what Joe Sakic is going to do for that, for sure. Go, yeah, buddy. John Gregor, yes, go Vibes, buddy. I'm sorry, but Travis Green is not a good coach, in my opinion. I think his job is unworthy. Yeah, I agree with you about that one over there. Honestly, he's a great guy. He knows hockey, everything. I see him many times on the speaker. But again, right, is many years he's over there, and now maybe have something with that. Elias Pettersson does not produce like he's supposed to do. All that, Browser, Quinn Hughes, and Demko yesterday, people was thinking maybe play for the team for the Olympics. It's not a good performance yesterday. So really interesting what happening over there for the Vancouver Canucks, and their schedule is not looking great right now. That's another big problem over there. They have to figure out what could happen about. So really interesting about this Boston Bruins, guys. Not looking good over there too. Nick Foligno back in the lineup yesterday. Yannick Gourde now is going to play for the next game. What about Jared McCann? McCann come back for injury, scored 2 goals yesterday. It was a crazy game if you follow the Seattle Kraken and Anaheim Ducks. What about Ducks? What about San Jose? 3 teams right now on the West Coast and the top in the NHL. That's pretty amazing. So it'll be interesting. Carolina Hurricanes right now. The St. Louis Blues play them this weekend. Will be another seed. They are off the last couple of days. So the Hurricanes looking good over there. So that's the team right now. The Tampa Bay play again the Florida Panthers this weekend, like Tim said. That's another game we have to watch. It's on the weekend. So a lot of great game around the NHL for sure. Coach, can you see my emoji? Awesome. No. Because I'm not using the YouTube channel. Oh yeah, now I said that. Yeah, on the YouTube channel. And I missed that one over there. I apologize, Adam. Coach, did you see Tortorella talk about McDavid need to change his style to play? Yeah. So what Tortorella said during the point at the ESPN Plus guy is a Thursday. I suggest you to watch. You have ESPN Plus, the point with PC Cross and Tortorella and Mac Macy. What he said, Tortorella, he said, like everybody else, it's great scoring goal like McDavid does, but when the playoffs start, you cannot fill up the goal like you do. He said, what happened with Ovechkin, right? He changed his game before he won the Stanley Cup. What happened with Crosby? He changed his game before they win. So what he tried to explain, he said McDavid would have to not be worried about the noise around him and not complaining about the ref, not complaining about this, not complaining about everything, but focus on him to learning to play both ways of the game on the defensive side and then go from all the way over there. And that's the reason what Tortorella said. Until he does not change the game or his game, he will have a difficult time to win the Stanley Cup. When he's going to learn to play both ways, to take care about the defensive side, he will get that part. That's a bit what happened with Barkov, Huberdeau, and Aaron Ekblad for the last couple of years. Huberdeau guy was terrible on defensive side. He learned to play that side. He's getting better. One at the top now, left wing, right? So that's what he was suggest to McDavid, learning to play the both ways, the 200 feet, and not only one way, everything like that. Because when you play in the playoff, guys, it's not the same game. It's tie up, it's physical, it's, you pay the price, it's not easy. So that's what he would suggest about this. I see that one over there. But did you see Kribrasov? He was good, but not my favorite. I also have emoji here from the Twitch streaming site. Awesome. I appreciate a lot, everything. Don't forget, guys, click on the likes. So that's what happened yesterday, those game, honestly. I don't know if I missed a game or I did not talk about something about the league. I can check again. Edmonton 5-3 against Boston. Calgary 4-2. Montreal win. The King. The New Jersey Devils guy, OMG, beat the New York Islanders 0. 4-0 yesterday. I completely forgot about that game, to be honest with you. And the Winnipeg Jets beat the San Jose Sharks 4-1. That was not a big surprise for me. 7-4 the score, and I'm Seattle guys, by the way. But what about the New Jersey? 4-0. Wow. And again, great performance. Doug Hamilton back with the team yesterday. You can see his friends. Are they real? It's another thing right now. We don't expect that. Well, they compete right now. Columbus, New Jersey, Anaheim, Los Angeles, and I repeat again. New Jersey, Anaheim, Columbus, Los Angeles, and the Kings. And so 5 teams in the NHL right now doing absolutely right where I was expect them to be more at the bottom of the standing. And they are now, some of them top 10 and some of them at the top 15, 16. So great surprise over there. Amazing to see those. And it's fun. It's fun to watch. They have new people. The Florida Panthers at the top. The Carolina Hurricane at the top over there. And to have those kind of surprise, that's awesome, right? That's what we're looking for. The Calgary Flames, that's another one we did not know about them. Everything like that. And they have the flip side, the Chicago, the Montreal, the Vancouver, the Ottawa. And that's happening right now at that moment over there. Could be more hockey. Again, today, Devil's biggest surprise yesterday for me. I agree. By the way, you can go on the YouTube channel, Hockey National Show. We have a pool every day. You can vote over there. And this question is all about what was your biggest surprise result of the game last night? Is it Montreal beat Calgary? Is it New Jersey beat Islanders? Is it Vegas beat Minnesota? And, so those score like this, the Nashville beat the St. Louis Blues. So the St. Louis Sharks, here we go, my Villano. Have a great day, everyone. See you later. Adam, Nashville to coach. Yes, sir. Adam, about that one there, guys. That's complete. Another great show in the morning. It was different like Michael does. I want to show you a little bit behind the scenes, what's going on in return of that. So that gives you an idea. By the way, you want to see how I works this, guys? I will show you to you before we have a few people right there. Here we go. So you can see what you look like. My I don't know if you're going to see that. You should see now my background, how I works everything in front of me. If I put some music here. So you can see behind right now all my people talking to me, my overlay on my right, and it's different things going on behind the scenes. So that's how I control the keyboard, everything like that. So coach behind the scenes, exactly what happening there, guys. So now I'm not at the pool. Unfortunately, I'm not at the pool. About that one over there, guys. So just want to share it with you. We missed Michael Divino, and thanks again to join us today. Don't forget 5 o'clock. We're going to be back at 5 o'clock with In Our Tap. The last show of the warm-up show of the weeks. We're going to go with prediction. We're going to go with what's going on around the NHL today, everything like that, and for the weekend. Frenchy is high-tech. I don't know, on my age, I try my best I can to survive those kind of information. But again, I'm really humble, guys. Like I said at the beginning of the show, I don't know much like you know. I just search all the time. I get a notification. I try to get update about what's going on in NHL and a prospect, everything like that, to give you the best content. That's the reason why I believe the membership of the Hockey National Show is it's worth it. I've been honest with you, it's worth it because what we give to you, information, the number you see this morning, and I don't give you, what you said this morning, guys, is about 25% what I get. I have all the information for each player initial, and I can compare a lot of kinds find I can show to you. And then I think the membership help a lot because you get a lot of great contents on you don't see here or I don't talk because you have too many things. So hopefully you enjoy it about that one over there. And how many people picked the Devils yesterday? I gave the view very quickly about that one over there. Only 2. Valeo get it. A run with Kings. 20 got it yesterday. The New Jersey 3-2 Valeo and 2-1 run King. I'm doing right now. I have all the information here. I follow everything. And I'm pretty good on numbers. So I try to give you Pavilio, have an amazing, great day, buddy. Have an amazing, great, blessing day, guys. Before we leave, we want to remind you one more things. Of course,
you are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you.
If I don't see you tonight, I wish you an amazing, great, blessing weekend. Whatever you do, remember, be well and be healthy. Have an amazing, great Friday, everybody. Yes, you do. Cheer, Andy.
What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I let go? I do really want to know what's going on now. Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I say so? We're just putting on a show.
Yamo.
What do I know? I need to open my eyes.
It's all good, Brad. Love you, buddy. We love you, Brad.
Don't want another surprise. I'd rather want you to just let me be. Oh, oh, oh. What do I know? What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I let go? I do really want to know what's going on now. Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I say so? We're just putting on a show. Come on, get a grip now of all the ways we parted. You showed in your own way we would stand and we would fall united. Come on, get a grip now. Just finish what you started. Don't like the feeling that I've been fooled, deceived, and so misguided.